family. Shalom, shalom, family. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, and all honor. I want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Yahawashi, Brakati Yahawashi. Yahawah is the Most High God, and Yahawashi is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. Rakakwadash in the Paleo Hebrew is the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching 100% of the Most High's doctrine to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to put in a spirit to endure and to continue to be sincere, and for the men on down underneath them, and the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, in this truth and out this truth. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy for the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith, and of course shalom to the Akwathium that are married and single in this truth, that are believers of this word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it on your spirit to pursue to be a loving, silent, and virtuous wife. We're going to get right into it. Like the title says, the Lord is visiting the earth. You know, each and every, the Lord been visiting the earth time and time again. Time and time again. And each nation or each wicked power that gets high, they get a little too prideful. That's why I said MOTB, MOTB. You know, don't take it. And I'm going to show a few videos. I wanted to keep the other ones separate, but then it's just like, things is cracking down, man. And it's not enough of us talking about it. Not saying, the Great Millstone, they on point. The brothers I labor with and the other brothers, like the brother I was just watching on YouTube, he out at camp right now, But it's not enough congregations talking about this MOTB or the system is about to change. I don't know what they talking about. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. So I'm going to show you these first pictures, and then we're going to get into these videos I came across. And I might do another video on the other two videos. But it's getting real. So let me show you these pictures right here, man. I had a video on YouTube for this. But I think I had got this yesterday. Let me see what the other ones say. Okay, yes. I got this yesterday, and then I had got another update version of it to see how many casualties it was. So in Taiwan, it was an earthquake. Let me just show this picture. See an earthquake, right? It says a massive earthquake strikes Taiwan coastal region. Many buildings have collapsed, causing landslides, right? I'm telling you, I seen a video on this, right? Then this is the other one on the website, The Guardian. You can go look this up for yourself. The Guardian, World News. It says Taiwan earthquake, 9 dead, 900 injured as buildings collapse. Dozens believed trapped and awaiting rescue after island hit by 7.2 magnitude quake, its strongest in 25 years. That just broke records. All praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He's showcasing. And you have to know the Lord was showing his power to Egypt back then. And the Lord is going to show his power even more in this one, because better is the end of a thing than the beginning. We can go straight to the classic, straight to the point, right to the point. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of Yahawah of hosts, with thunder, with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, in the flame of devouring. So just this, to find out that word visiting, visit, not visiting, visited. Visited means to go and spend time with someone or socially. So thou shalt be visited of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So the Lord came to see, or he came to spend time in the earth. And guess what he did? You know, he did an earthquake. 9 people died and 900 people were injured. That is just kind of crazy. Let me see what that picture said. It says 9 dead and 900 injured. I'm telling you, numbers got meanings. The Illuminati and the Gematria, they're not the only one. The Jesuits, they're not the only one that look at numbers. The Lord deals with numbers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right? This is where we want to call on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says the Lord has he visited the earth through thunder, earthquake, great noise, with storm and tempest, in flame of devouring fire. We see thunder a lot. It's raining over here in my town. So Lord willing, later on in the night, if it thunders, the Lord been visiting. Man, like, y'all really don't believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know? For me, I gotta have this excitement. So when I walk back in my house, regardless if I talk to somebody or if I don't, even if they talk to me and it's a quick shalom, I go do what I'm gonna go do. I believe, having this confidence, having this firm belief in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I'm taking that firm belief, that fire, and I'm walking in my house. When I go to my job, I'm taking that fire. When I go see my brother, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm not in the mood, I don't think I'm bringing that fire to that location, you know? And that's the number one thing. I don't, even if they not in the truth, or if they is, you have to be that light, man. You have to be that barrier. And it was something I heard by a brother, very wise for what he said, and it hit me. I felt like this man was doing a video towards me. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, if you truly believe in the Lord, why you ain't talking to him? You know? Believing in the Lord, you should make ways to pray to him. It's like having a conversation to a human. You know? Daniel prayed 3 times out the day. Some of us might only be able to do 2. Some of us might do 4. But are you sincere for each one? Because if we're not sincere for the Lord and we just doing it just to get it out the way, the Lord might not be hearing that shit, man. The Lord is visiting the earth through thunder, earthquakes, great noise, storms, tempests, and devouring fire. Buffalo had a storm, a crazy storm last year. We had a little one, but it wasn't too crazy. So for me as a little kid, and now I'm grown, if I think back at all those October storms, this storm, that was the Lord visiting the earth. You know, when a plague goes on the whole earth, like a sickness, when the COVID came, the COVID, the Johnson and Johnson, the COVID, when it came, the Lord was in the earth. You know, the Lord is working with the left and the right. 1 Kings 22. He got angels on the left-hand side persuading niggas to lie, to murder. This nigga Diddy's doing Diddy things. But it's something I just came across, and it's crazy. I didn't even want to put him on. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I come across it. I don't think this was on YouTube. I think this was on Facebook. You know, with what he said, what Cat Williams said, the Lord already been working. You know, so again, just remember Isaiah 29:6. You know, we'll go to other ones too, but you have to remember Isaiah 28-6. You know, gotta remember Isaiah 28-6, right?
Now to my other family, my musical family. During the hardest year of my life, I wouldn't be here if I didn't get.
Hold on, I'm trying
The
to find
last
it.
2 days I've been conflicted, not just about the Grammys. There's discrimination and injustice everywhere to all three that
Okay,
I
here we
love,
go.
the family. And now because we are a family, I have to be honest. For the last 2 days I've been conflicted. I'm being honored by the industry that I love, the family that I love. But there's an elephant in the room, and it's not just about the Grammys. There's discrimination and injustice everywhere at an all-time high. But there's something I need to say to the Grammys. And I changed my middle name to Love, so it's Sean Love Combs now.
It's a lot,
You don't have to call me a different name. It's an added-on name if you want to call me Love. So I say this with love to the Grammys, because you really need to know this. Every year, y'all be killing us, man. Man, I'm talking about the pain. I'm speaking for all the artists here, the producers, the executives, the amount of time that it takes to make these records, to pour your heart out into it, and you just want an even playing field. In the great words of Erykah Badu, we are artists and we are sensitive about our. We are passionate. For most of us, this is all we got. This is our only hope. Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. So right now, this current situation, it's not a revelation. This thing been going on. And it's not just going on in music, it's going on in film, it's going on in sports, it's going on around the world. And for years, we've allowed institutions that have never had our best interests at heart to judge us. And that stops right now.
Sorry, Shirley.
I'm officially starting the clock. Y'all got 365 days to get this together. We need the artists to take back the control. We need transparency. We need diversity. This is the room that has the power to make the change that needs to be made. They have to make the changes for us. They're a non-profit organization that is supposed to protect the welfare of the musical community. That's what it says on the mission statement. That's the truth. They work for us. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.
Now I want to keep going. You can find it. It's basically, what did I type? I typed in Diddy at the awards in 2020. I might have to double back and rewatch that my damn self, right? But you see, this is in 2020, and he's saying that. And look at 2024. I came across another video where Jay-Z and Diddy are trying to make, they're trying to take over the music industry so it could really be like slavery, but you got nigga coons that's running it. And you see he didn't say no small hat names. He didn't directly come at small hats like Kanye. Kanye directly came at him like we do. We low niggas. But they are in the hands of these niggas. So he's crafty with how he's saying it, but we know the small hats run the Grammys. You know? So him saying those things, Usher is a part of ushering the situation he in now. It's really what you reap, what you sow, right? But I went through that to show you how he is saying that All the other stuff, like when it deals with celebrity, when it deals with what he was just talking about, fashion, who's the best rapper, drug dealers, every Jake, black, Latino, and native will hear that and take that and run with it. But when it come to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, when you tell him the Lord visit the earth by thunder, earthquake, tempest, storms, fires. No, that this dude was in a helicopter and he just dropped a flame out the helicopter and it made a big fire. Hold on. We gonna go back to Isaiah. People really don't believe Yahweh is real. You know? They're showing you. Y'all gonna watch that video of P. Diddy, and I already know that helped. That put a light to a situation that he going through right now. You know, because in the music industry it already happens. But we really watch the full blown out effect. They already been coming at Diddy way before. If it's on TV, it takes time. They gotta make a video. They gotta edit it. This stuff been already going on, you know. And who runs social media? I'm gonna show you a picture on that. I'm gonna show you a picture who runs it. You know, we have to believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi before we believe these entertainers. They're paid to act. They paid to be a magician. This is 1 Kings chapter 22. I want to get it when okay, this is Micaiah speaking to King Ahab and King Jehoshaphat, right? Prophesying if he was going to win the war against the Philistines or the Assyrians. If I'm probably mistaken, right? I believe it was who was it? Yeah, it's Assyria. Salaki, y'all. So this is 1 Kings chapter 22. You can read the whole chapter if you want, starting at verse 19. And he said, "Hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on the right side, the right hand, and on the left. And Yahweh said, Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said, On this manner, and another said, On that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. Basically, persuade a lie that he'll believe. And Yahweh said unto him, Wherewith he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit, a persuading spirit, in the mouth of all his prophets, which was 400 prophets before Micaiah in the beginning of 1 Kings 22. He says, Thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, Yahweh hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all his lying prophets. Yahweh hath spoken evil concerning thee. Now, the Lord had his messengers go put a lying spirit. But anything that the angels do, they do it on behalf of the Lord. It's the same when Saul told David, go get 100 foreskins from all the Philistines. He did that. He cut the turtleneck off of all the Philistines, Oscar Mayer Winky, and he brought them back. But that was on David's hand. But everybody knew it was told by Solomon to go do it. So really that foreskin, that blood is on Saul's hand. I said Solomon. It's on Saul's hand. You know? So you have to understand that these angels is working for the Lord. So whatever these fools is doing, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is putting that in your ear. If you not believing in the Lord that he visited the earth with the thunder, the left-hand side deceived you. But in your heart, if you was watching the basics, if you've been following along, the basics I just did 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, maybe a whole shift ago. I did it as part 3 on 716 Israelites. You can go check it out. Where the basic is the Lord is looking in the heart. You know? So if you don't want the left-hand side to steer you away from the Lord, you need to come back to common sense. which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You need to spiritually get an ass whooping, you know? Because you've been at recess. You've been in the playground with the left-hand side, you know? And Diddy is going to, Diddy, LL Cool J, he got something going on too, you know? You got niggas that's in this truth. Why would the Lord have let brothers get exposed being at a joint where it's half-naked women? The Lord did that. Come on, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brothers almost got shot at. Guess what? It was definitely my fault. I was speaking just straight directly, and that brother took it away. And guess what? We still was standing bold. Like, what's up? Nothing happened, right? Then you getting other brothers getting shot at. Now, some brothers getting shot at because you got some brothers that got vendettas. And then you got brothers that's getting shot at, but it's just a normal person in the hood. What is brothers doing? You know, but outside of that, the Lord sends spirits on people because what it says in Sirach. He has he made spirits for vengeance. Especially it's a mother that got mad because her dude didn't want to be with her. She tossed the baby over the park ramp. You know, my son Akai. I didn't want to be with her. I knew I was a whore in my time, but she wasn't fit for me and in my liking to be, you know, wife, my girl material. But I lay with her. Guess what? She took me away from that child, didn't allow me to name him, didn't allow me to be in the birth until he was born 7-8 hours later, and didn't tell me, hey, he was born here. Hey, come to this hospital over here. And now he all the way in Orlando. You know? The Lord did that. And I was in the world, you know? Even through the spirit, where when I was coming in the truth, trying to fight battle to get custody of my daughter, I could have dealt with my biological mom did and just said, fuck it. I see her when I see her. But no, because being a parent, especially when you're serving the Lord, you take this serious. And if I want the kingdom, I want my children. I want my daughter to want this kingdom. I want my son, my girl, whoever with me, I want them to get the kingdom too. So I got to put it on. They got to be around me. I don't think people gonna get the kingdom if you're not around me. If we ain't sharpen our swords together, father, mother, and sister, cousin, aunt. If we didn't sharpen swords, I don't know what the Lord doing for you. I don't know if you growing. But if we not feeling no connecting with the scriptures or with the Lord and believing the Lord came in thunder, I don't believe you in this. I don't know. I don't think that you working for your crown. So we might have to separate. You know. This is real. When the Lord thunders, you know. He's visiting the earth. But y'all rather believe what's Diddy going through. Yes, he going through because of the left-hand side. That nigga want to be of the world. You know? Mr. Doodler. No Diddy, take that, take that. They even said, Baby Valentino. He got caught, but his old videos too, of him liking fruit roll-ups. Which we wouldn't know. But there's niggas in this industry that's using, niggas in this truth that's using it for a money scheme. We have to every day, when it thunders, the Lord visits earth. It should grow you with more faith and then say, you know what, I need to stop doing that. Now, say if it's something that we not doing that's unrighteous, that's taking us away from the Lord. But you can have moments where you're lazy, where you're pondering on TV too much, but you gotta build to do lessons. Brothers, you already taught the whole Bible. You went over here, you debated so much. Now you losing that fire, that flame. Yahawah just did a video. Don't let the spirit quench you. And if you don't believe the Lord is visiting the earth through thunder, earthquakes, fire, and tempests, and plagues, you quench the spirit. Right? This is 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Verse 19. Actually, I'm going to start at 17 because we need this. It says, pray without ceasing. You know? How can you really be close with the Lord if you ain't praying? I'm using Diddy as an example because this man say God one moment and then say it's a female. You got Kevin Gates. He say Yahawashi is real, but then he say he Muslim, but then he say woman is a God. Then you got this one dude that's teaching. He's saying Yahawashi, and then saying God loves gays. Let me bring out, I think it's 1 Timothy 1:9 or it's 2:9 that he was bring out about the law wasn't made for the righteous. It was made for the sinners, murderers, the ones with the effeminate spirit. But he didn't bring out to say you have to let that go. You have to be converted, you know? Because if the law is for them, when they start doing it, they have to apply it and be converted. So as soon as they change, the Lord is not accepting the gate. You're wrong. You know? What would cause him to teach something so easy wrong? Because it's a left side tickling him. You know? So we need to pray without ceasing. If you are so caught in this truth, you have to look in these scriptures and know your forefathers, before we got to where we at right now, they prayed for the elect to come back right now. They prayed for us. Paul, he prayed that Israel would be saved. You know? So don't stop praying. Doesn't matter how many times you do it. And it's not I pray 4 times. I pray every hour. I pray every half an hour. Nobody cares. Are you serious about it? Make sure, I prayed 5 times. Make sure you added the minute of the Lord before anything. You know? Because you want the minute of the Lord to continue teaching. Of course, you're praying for yourself above all to make sure that you're in this faith, making sure that you believe in the Lord. But make sure you're serious. Why? None of us should be boasting on how much. But now if you directing somebody and teaching them like, yo, prayer is strong, man, I got a fork because I know me, I'm in this flesh. I try to force myself to pray 10 times. Instead of like boasting in a certain way, you can say, look, I'm for, because I know I'm in this flesh, I got to pray 10 times out the day. And it might not be like a big prayer. It's just me talking to the Lord, tell him I know, hey, I seen this. Hey, Lord, take this thought out of me. You know, that's when you do that, it's to help somebody with a weaker faith. Somebody dealing with somebody like, you know what, I need to go harder. Yo, sis, I go harder like this because I got to force myself to read this. You know, I force myself to watch this. You know what? When all the kids come, I force myself to do like a 15-minute lesson. So if I know the kids is going to be up playing 9 hours after they get from school, between out of 9 hours every other hour, I'm going to get 15 minutes and I'm going to bring out like 2 scriptures to the kids. Right? Because we're in a time where we're in a battle of the left and right. Did we not just read in 1 Kings 22 that the left side and the right side is pleading with the Lord? He's saying, yo, who gonna persuade me? We know the right side is always doing the righteous things for the real servants, and the left-hand side, even for the servants and the non-servants, they're here to tempt you. It's like a teeter-totter or tug-of-war. So you want to always keep that praying. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahawashi concerning you. Give thanks. Now you know the thunder. When you know it is thundering, you should, if you do. So, and I do this when I catch myself. If I see a chariot, call Allah Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. If a thought hit me and I go around a brother and he's saying something that I'm saying, or he posting a video and it's like my mind is on that same thought too, call Allah Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Guess what? You in the chat, a brother drop a precept and you about to drop one. He's like, yo, I was just about to drop that. Call it Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. What would cause us to think right at the same time? You know, your house is in order. You know, everybody clean, everybody watching out for each other. You know, everybody for like the women and the kids. That's motivate. You know what? It has to be a spirit around. But when it's chaos, nobody. Okay, it must be an entertaining spirit going on, right? Especially if somebody got aggravated. You know. If it's a lying spirit in the midst of your house, amidst your brothers, amidst your kids, the grown-ups, it's a spirit around. We have to know we're fighting a spiritual and a reality, a spiritual and a flesh battle. This is a spiritual battle that you can't see. And of course, you can see it because we have flesh battles that we see day to day. Right? Verse 19 is the point. Quench not the spirit. You know, you don't want to quench the spirit. That's why in verse 22 where it tells you to abstain from all appearance of evil. We don't want to do diddy things. We don't want to do 50-cent things. We don't want to do mistakes that I did in this truth and out this truth. How brothers was teaching, how we was stabbing people. Even though you gotta cut your people down, but how we doing it, we still It's like we got one up on brothers, right? You still got to be stern. Now if a brother cutting you up, you got to cut them up. But if they ain't saying nothing to you, just to get them to hear the word, you want to say something slick. That's what I was doing. I'm gonna wait for them to come and then I'm gonna say it to their face. That's more better instead of trying to be creative just to get somebody to listen to you. We got to be sincere in this thing, you know. So you don't want to quench the spirit. You want to find something that's gonna put you on fire. You're not on fire. Go look for it. If you said you haven't read, you haven't seen nothing spiritual, like women, you know, men is not thinking like you. Especially me, I love a woman that can show me her spiritual side. Flesh, that can happen real quick. I'm a man. I'm gonna tell you off rip, but the spirit, show me. Let me see that. Bring up some. Oh, look, this is what I read. Babe, I was reading this and I couldn't get it. You know, if I'm doing something or something, when hey, so Salaki, babe, I want to ask you a scripture. I don't want no girl cutting me, telling me, hey, I was thinking of this scripture. That's no, it's different when you like, hey, babe, Salaki, can I do you think this scripture go with it? That's more, that's amazing. I like that. You know? Don't be like a man that rush, hey, I'm thinking of this precept. Nah. Because I still want to see the submissive. I still want to see the shame face. I never seen Rachel. I never seen Rebecca. So when you in 2024 and you see how a woman, especially if it's men around, it's nothing you could do. You got your brothers around. She trying to make her face not seen a lot. If she is, she got her face down. Make sure her beauty is not seen. So that even if she know that her brothers is not, that is an attractive thing for a sister to do. It doesn't mean that a man is still not attracted to a regular size sister, you know, because the men, we have to make sure we're on fire at all times, even when we're not teaching. So what level is that for you sisters? If you not teaching, when you get away from this and you not reading and watching the video, how the heck can you really say that you still on that fire? You know, it's even when I'm not trying to, it's there. You know, not saying the sisters is not there, but it's different when it's men around men, or if it's a man by himself. Because a woman can't give a man 50 precepts just because he like, yo man, I'm about to give you 3 precepts. And she like, you know what? I got these 50 precepts from this verse. And then read it. Like, real men of the Lord is not, they not, oh yeah, she know 50 precepts. Oh, she know 100. Oh wow. It's good when your husband is talking to you and you giving a sense and he asks you, what do you get out of it? Hey, what precept would you line with this? But if he not asking with that, now you still going into a role like you a prophet. A prophetess ain't even show me where. Show me Mary. Show me Mary Magdalene. They ain't breaking down nothing. They'll point something out, but they ain't teaching nothing because it's an honor. It's a loving thing. It's like a woman is looking at this man like, oh my goodness, he bringing out the scripture. Women was attracted to a man with wisdom. Quench not the spirit, you know? Quench not the spirit. You got to hold on to that. If you don't believe that thunder coming down is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi visiting the earth, go back to 1 Thessalonians. Don't quench the spirit. You already quenched the spirit. If not having faith and belief, you quench the spirit. Not doing the work you're supposed to do as a man, you are quenching the spirit. Y'all really don't even know. If you use a battery, but you have a rechargeable battery, you don't recharge it, you just let it sit. That battery ain't gonna have no power. You gotta recharge it. So quenching not the spirit is always recharging your spirit, always getting back to the gasolina, right? This word is fuel. Let me see. Fuel. Wait. I think this is the one I want. I don't think this is it. This is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Yeah, I don't think that was. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's not it. But I know you got other joints where it's like, especially if you the 2/3, When he throw you in the fire, you as sticks, you're the fuel to the fire. But the way that I was trying to use, I'm trying to show you that the word, the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the more you read, you're adding fuel in your tank. And like Jeremiah, when the Lord when that word hit him, when the spirit of the Lord hit him, it was like a fire in his belly. You know, the word is the fuel. Now you understand it. Now you're igniting it, and then when it spew out your mouth, it's fire. You know. See, and when you look at this, just like what I said about getting tossed into the fire, Ezekiel 21 verse 32, thou shalt be for fuel to the fire. Thy blood shall be in the midst of the land. Thou shalt be no more remembered, for I, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, have spoken it. And imagine what was going to happen to the 2/3. They're not going to be remembered in this land because this land ain't going to even exist. And so now they're going to be new, right? But outside of that, it really just had me, even though when you really go into Ezekiel 21, is going to go into what Ezekiel 21. I'm just using that as a preset. But when you go to St. John 15:6, it says, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. The sticks is fuel to the fire to keep it going, or to make it hotter, or to make it higher, right? So you got to make sure that you always believing in this thing. Don't fade away. That's why I like that Isaiah 29:6. You know, that's my go-to, right? We still got a video. I still got a video for y'all to watch too, right? But let's go to Isaiah 30:30. We still on Isaiah 29:6. Isaiah 30:30. Wait, hold on. Let me get Isaiah 28:2 first. But this is Isaiah. Okay, there we go. This is Isaiah 28 verse 2. Behold, Yahawah have a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And what is that? We seen tempest in Isaiah 29:6. So that means the Lord is visiting the earth. When he does this tempest, when he makes this hailstorm, when he did the 10 plagues to Egypt, he was visiting the earth. He was doing what he was doing by Moses when Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels created the elements. He told her not to look back. I don't know what she got to see because she turned into a pillar of salt. But at the end of the day, when those things happen, when especially miraculous spiritual things happen, that is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that's doing that. You know? Isaiah 30:30, and Yahawah shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm, with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. So the Lord visit the earth, and it says he will be heard, and he did it with lightning, flame of devouring fire, because it could be lightning, and it say if something catch on fire. The Lord is super here if it's lightning, it's fire, and it's scattered tempest. Now, say if it's a fire in Buffalo, and then it's an earthquake there, and it's a tornado over there, and it's a tsunami over here. The Lord is up in this bitch. Y'all like we really be having, oh, it's gonna be a storm in 2 days, babe. It's gonna be a storm in 2 days, bro. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is here. Nah, he ain't here. It's just gonna be a storm. Just bundle up. If you are bugging, when you see, now that we know, now like what OG just said at work, he said, now that you told me, now I know. Now that we know, it's no excuses. And I'm gonna keep giving you precepts, so it's no excuses. Right? This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, and we go into verse 10. It says, The adversary of Yahweh shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt the horn of his anointed. You know, and hey, and this goes really into David. We can say Saul, because Saul was the first king. We're going to David, and then you can look even in the future and you think about Yahawah. You know, but in that day, that thunder, that big kabami noise is gonna be the chariot. But this is beautiful because when we go into this, you got Hannah having a son, you know, and her son was Samuel. You know, it's many things that you see in these scriptures. You know, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi was visiting the earth time and time again in history. Time and time again, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi been visiting this earth. Visiting this earth. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 4. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is a future prophecy, which is before Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof towards the east and towards the west. And there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove towards the north, and half of it towards the south. Damn, sound like a chariot to me. Because when you go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it said that joint moved. Right? The Lord is visiting the earth. Oh, praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Matthew 24, verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. If it's nation against nation, that's war. The Lord is a man of war. He's in the earth. Kingdom against kingdom, right? If it's nation against nation, that's going into like, the 18 nations that's in the earth, right? So that's war. Kingdom against kingdom, America against Russia or China. That Yahawashi is in the midst, in the spirit, right? And there shall be famine. It's going to be famine of food and thirst, but the ultimate one is going to be the famine of the word. The 2/3 they're going to be able to find it. They're going to be looking for it, but they ain't going to find it. But the ones that the Lord have mercy on, and the ones, through all of us, the Lord had mercy on us. From the top elect, from the 144,000 all the way down to the 1/3 that gets saved out of America. It's straight mercy. But we're going to be good. We're going to taste the problems they go through. But the Lord's just going to be testing your faith, right? Famine of the word, pestilence, which we can see is going to be diseases. Of course, they're going to have, if you get this V shot, but at the end of the day, that's when that MOTB is going to be in the midst. In earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. The Lord is going to visit the earth during that time. And he's doing it right now. He's doing it right now, man. Right now. Is this... Of course, they're going to say the same thing in Mark 13:8 and Luke. Let's get Revelations chapter 16, verse 18 and 19. It says, there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, and as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High, to give unto her the cup of wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Right? Babylon it means confusion. And which is the confusing place of today in this ancient world? Is America. America got the whole nation hot and drunk. America established one of the biggest bank empires, even if it got established in Europe first. This is their headquarters. This is where they really make money. It don't matter that China got all these people here, Russia got all them people here. America is the cream of crop to the elite. The more wherever wickedness is at, they are going to make more money. This has to get vanquished like Sodom and Gomorrah. Because not just money, yes, they've been destroying Jake. Now boys is getting sold or raped for wine, and daughters is getting sold. It could be switched to Rooney. We have the LGBTW Sodom and Gomorrah community, the doodlers. Then you got scammers, you got fraud, murderers, killers. Man, you got everything that you can name in every letter of the alphabet. This is confusion. The Lord is going to visit this place and destroy this thing, this place. This place is a thing, man. How is it all the nations, the lands was together, and then after that great flood that the Lord created, on behalf of that wickedness that he allowed to max on the earth, and he's going to allow America to max, he's going to allow the elites to max out. What happened after everything dried up? The land separated. So when we look at this, if you got the spirit in you, the Lord separated America from the other lands because America is going to be its own burial ground. It's going to be its own grave. If it was connected to the other ones, then it was, it's going to get hit a little more. All those other lands, it would be worser. The catastrophe would be way worse. But the Lord is making the action the level it needs to be. The level it needs to be, Gonna make it the level it needs to be, And this is why the elect men and women are going to get they're gonna get beamed up and saved from it, because a regular human, Jake, Lord willing, the Most High, provide, protection for him, but it's not gonna be a place to be living, just chilling. There's gonna be so much smoke. They ain't gonna really have heat. A lot of stuff gonna die. Under us is gonna be looking like the TV show The 100. It's gonna look like the Book of Eli. Right? If you got time, you ain't in the scriptures, you're not teaching, go watch the TV show 100. I don't care if you watched it. I don't care if da-da-da-da is boring. You got to look at, this is what the elites is thinking when all hell break loose. They're going to come out their bunkers or their space station and move stuff the right way. You're going to see the MOTB in that joint too, just in a different way, We got to really start looking at the signs of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, So since I just showed repeatedly, dang near almost the same verses, that's just the point. We just seen this, 9 people died and 900 people got hurt in Taiwan. You want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that he allowed us to know his presence was in the earth. Y'all, we bugging. Like, you got to really sit there and think about it. Come on. If you believe Michael Jackson was laying with them kids, clap, clap, bravo. We believe in what the news is saying, and if he did, if he didn't. But somebody tell you that it says in scripture, because say if you watching the news and they're reading it from paper. I wasn't there, but it seems in this paper right here, this information I got, that Michael Jackson was laying with kids. They're reading from paper. You don't see them showing proof that they have it, but we're saying out the scriptures what the Lord said in Isaiah 29:6, that he says, thou shalt be visited of the host with thunder, with earthquake, with great noise, with storm, with tempest, and flames of devouring fire. Now, you can say I'm bugging if it never rained. But let's open up my door and tell me if you can hear rain. I don't know if you can hear that, because I can hear it, but I'm not on my other phone to hear if you can hear it. But it's raining outside. So say if it was to thunder, you have to have in that notion, in that moment, the Lord just visit the earth. Because it just said, with thunder. He didn't say a huge thunder, a small thunder. It's electrocuting, it's thundering. When you, boom, that's the Lord visiting the earth. It said earthquake. A 7.2 earthquake just hit there. Buffalo, we had a little one. So what does that mean? If you believe Michael Jackson touched kids, if he did or if he didn't, do you believe OJ killed that white girl? If you did or if you don't. If you say you do, then a brother telling you a earthquake is a sign to show you the Lord visit the earth. It doesn't matter wherever it was. Can you believe that? No, I don't believe that. That's more superstition. Y'all bugged out, but you'll hurry up and teach your kids Merry Christmas and the damn Tooth Fairy. But all of y'all, I bet you never sat down and told them who made up the Tooth Fairy, who made up Christmas, who made up Halloween, who made this up and made that up. That's why with the Lord, whenever you talk about the Lord, you have to go prove it. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. Prove all things and hold fast to which is good. Isaiah 41 and 21. Produce your strong reasons. You know? All praise to the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. I'm going to show you this video right here.
It's very clear that the head of the snake is the financial system. We can argue till the end of time about...
Let's get that back one more time. What that man just said.
It is very clear that the head of the snake is the financial system. We can argue till the end of time about who runs the world. Is it the reptilians? Is it the Illuminati? Is it the Freemasons? We can go on and on and on and on about this, but I don't think it is reasonable to even begin arguing about the mechanism that is used to exert this control. The mechanism is finance. The whole point of finance is to indent, otherwise to enslave. What is a mortgage? I mean, what does that stand for? It's a death grip. So when you get a mortgage, you have a death grip held over you because you are in debt. You don't even own the house. The bank owns the house that loans you the money to buy the house, unless you're fortunate enough to have all the money to buy it outright. And even then, you can be taxed by the government, and if you fail to keep up with those taxes, the government can then take it from you. The whole system is based on a financial fraud, which effectively takes the power that we have, and it gives it to a tiny group of individuals who are running the world through the control of finance. It is very clear.
Now, I don't know if I should show y'all the other one. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Now, this, of course, is Israel, you know, because the Bible is for Israel, right? So, yes, we erred from the faith of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But the same sentence in the beginning, that for the love of money is the root of all evil. This whole world is moved off of finance. Your Social Security, your birth certificate, that money was involved. I don't know if y'all know, even though it's common sense, we pay for the cops, we pay for other problems that's in the community, the streets getting, when that bridge got broken down, they're saying they're taking that out of the taxpayers' dollars. We didn't hit that shit. And that's to show you that they can add on anything they want, regardless of whatever we want to say. None of us asked for these bridges. None of us asked for that. None of us asked for that. But in order to work in their society, you have to get all of those things in order to get your money. They got to take all these things out your check for you to get money. You are a slave, nigga. Niggas don't think that they're slaves anymore. Nah, brother. I am not no slave. Niggas don't know that. They don't believe it. They don't see it. All kinds, it says all kinds of, for which some in their greediness have strayed from the faith. That's Israelites. We can't have the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and Mammon. And I mean, you can have that, but I'm saying like gain it, like trying to gain the world, trying to have the most money, trying to even be a billionaire. We are slaves. There's gonna always be restriction, and this is how the Lord allowed us to give us a sign. Everybody's saying Kanye, oh, this and this and that. Do y'all know they took his money? They took his money, and that was in his bank account. He was a billionaire. So that show you, if you make this money, soon as you say something that pissed them off, they can take your money. The doodler, he didn't say nothing about them directly. So what they doing, they're exposing whatever it is on social media. It's one thing he said. He said, man, I'm giving y'all 365 days. You know, that day, that year already passed. But he's a dangerous man if he's recording everything that's going in his house. And I'm only spiritually just saying, if he say he record everything in his house, let me just show you my power. I think this is it. This is Deuteronomy. Let me actually get. Let me get to it. Let me get to it. This is Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19 to 20. It says, I have called heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Through the Spirit, you already know if it was in your DNA to choose life. Every day you examine yourself. Yo, any person that teach is getting better with teaching. Anybody that's being faithful is going to get better with being faithful. If you know the Lord don't like being prideful, you're not going to be prideful. You're not going to be boastful. You know, you're going to come with a different umbrella. Now, for the ones that know and the ones that's in this thing for real, keep doing what you're doing. Keep upgrading. Keep making sure you stay in the right line. Just because you fire, and when you get on them, don't let it go in your head that you start walking the opposite way. Because the Lord is recording everything. And if Diddy recording it, look, the elites trying to record everything. This is why the MOTB is going to be their ultimate control. If they get that MOTB out, there's going to be their ultimate control. You niggas is I'm saying it. Anybody that want this kingdom to still last, niggas that you can have the money. But when that time coming, you still want to hold on it like you Mayweather, you niggas is fucked, man. That's why through the Spirit now you have to prepare for the worst. Prepare to let that shit go. Yo, I'm telling you, this shit is about to crack off. Then I'm going to show you this commercial. So it show you that the Lord said he's recording. Verse 20, that thou mayest love Yahweh thy power, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which Yahweh sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. The goal is to get back to our land. The goal is to be like Mace. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That is the goal. To get back home. The goal is to get back home. The goal is to get back to serving Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. The goal is to move like an Israelite, to look like an Israelite. Niggas don't know. They don't know. And I'm nobody. I am nothing. I am like that rag you left right on the hanger and it just soaked up all that water, and then when it dries up, it just stank. The smell lets you know. Get a new rag. Get a new rag. You know what I'm saying? Get a new rag. But I'm gonna show you this Karagma commercial. Whoever this is. Oh, Amazon dropping stuff off. Okay. Let's see if this video play. Give all praise to the most. This is, just so y'all know, this is a video going on to the MOTB. This is a commercial. I always was going to delete it to have space in my phone, but these is the moments why I just keep it. And we was talking about the Lord visiting the earth, and we still is. That's going to always still be the thought, because if the Lord visited the earth, all this stuff is going on. all this stuff is going on, you should be moving different. Niggas is worried about a bag. The eclipse. If you niggas is worried about eclipse and trying to have a party and not understanding, those are what he said in Sirach 43 about the signs of the moon and the sun. Those would be signs for you, right? We seen in times where we had other eclipses in important histories, important points in our history. Let alone none of y'all ever. I haven't really seen Jake talking about the moon. I seen one brother from the hood saying, "Yo, the moon look blood as hell," and niggas don't know. I was at work, leaving work, and I'm like, brother, the one OG was like, man, people don't even know what's going on. I said, man, they don't even know what the eclipse mean. They don't know what the blood moon mean. So we looking. I'm like, look, watch. I'm gonna just show you. Yo, you seen a red moon before? He was like, yeah, I seen it before. I said, you know what it mean? He said, nope. Do you know what they click? Nope. The world is lost because Esau did a good job. And he obeyed the Lord on the left-hand side. However that worked, he's playing his role. The top elite. The ones that's being the damn Edomite and wicked, they're playing their role. You know? What is it? Sirach 39:21. All the nations, all the people that the Lord created, everybody has a purpose. What's yours? But let me just show you this Motb. If the Lord is visiting the earth, and he been visiting the earth because he been speaking through the mouthpiece of his prophets, when you hear a prophecy, you don't want to hear it the day of the stuff came out. You want to hear it before, so you can get your faith ready. Because this is gonna come like a wave, man. It's gonna come like a torpedo, right? Wait, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make it clear for y'all.
Okay. One second. Sorry, we don't take card either. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to use? Can you step to the side so you can figure this out? Can I speak to your manager? Oh, excuse me. Do you guys take checks? No, I have the money. You don't need it. Okay, what the hell is that?
You see that? Yeah, you see how quick she's like, wait, what the hell is that? She over asking, hey, can I pay with this? Can I pay with that? He said, man, step aside and, try to get it figured out how you going to pay for your stuff. And then at the end, he tell you, say, look, because I wanted to, stay open for business, we had to change our system. But if you go further down the street, I think they still do cash. I think they do. She can probably go drive to that other store, and guess what? They going to say, nah, we digital too. You got the hand scanner. That's what especially Esau, what he been doing in America, he always promotes stuff before he do it. The Declaration of Independence didn't happen just yet. They were talking about it all the way in Europe and how they was going orchestrate it. Came here, talked about it, and then eventually it happened. Slaves kept hearing about freedom, freedom, freedom. It never happened. But then they made a slick way. Oh, you can get freed if you join the war. Then you had some white women that laid with niggas. You had like Harriet Tubman. You had some slaves that leave, link up with some Edomites that didn't agree. That's still the same as Esau versus Esau. All of them is wicked. All of them is dangerous. But I'm not about to lie to you. The real fact history, them white girls was liking niggas. Just like white men was liking that chocolate, light skin, it didn't matter. They was liking it because it looked different than they little scallywags. But Jake, we was different. And she seen, I'm being real. Them women seen we were fishers. We had rods. And they wanted it. You go watch the movie Life. Even if that's not real, but I'm the Motb. She had to hide that she got some McLovin. And she loved it. And she had a whole husband. She loved it. You know? It's a book out. She was they were her property. It's another woman in London. She grew in history where she was tormenting her slaves. They started sending assassins to kill her. She hiding. I think she jumped from a building. You know, the real ones that was like the slave masters and making banks, making new laws to make it better for them. The Constitution, those amendments. Those is really for their nation. That's really for them. You know, this place was built for them, but we built it. That's why we're gonna always get the end of the stick. But then they became masterminds and let their little class fellow men and women be surrounded around us, and now they look like they're they're in slavery for the same reason. No, they're not. We sinned against the Most High. We transgressed against him. He told us to keep his laws and his ways, let alone we didn't have faith in him no more. That's why we're in captivity. They're just oppressed because them niggas didn't know that this was their kingdom. And that's how you know you can't, if the elite not caring about their own, that goes back to the basics. Lord willing, I can go into it, where Esau then basically gave up his birthright. Giving up his birthright is even more of the reason why the rest of these other Edomites is low class, because the top Edomites don't care about their people. You have to know what inheritance is. If you have a firstborn son, he's supposed to get it. He's the firstborn. But this niglet gave it away. It was already predestined, supposed to happen, because the kingdom is not really for him. But Esau is the oldest, and he gave it to his brother for the pottage. Did he not lie to his father? Oh, he tried to trick me and he got my birthright. But he didn't say, well, I gave it to him because I was hungry. That's why the Lord even says his words is smooth as butter. That's why in Sirach 12:10, never trust thy enemy, for as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. So the more metal get rusty, is just like his wickedness. You know? So this MOTB is going to max out his wickedness, because the MOTB is going to be total control. How you going to buy that milk for your kids for their cereal? How you going to buy the box of cereal? How you going to buy gas? Oh, I got a Dodge Charger. Okay, I'm happy for you, bro. Vroom, vroom. But how you going to pay for that gas with your vroom, vroom? You going to have to scan your hand on your fork. Niggas say, oh, where's it at now? Where's it at now? We got to wait for them to promote it. We just seen in the video, he says, finance controls. Finance controls. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get another old recent video. Lord willing, I didn't delete it. Yep, all praises I didn't, because I definitely deleted the picture. So we gonna get into it. Hold on. This is old.
Most powerful banker in the world just died, and when you study his family, it becomes clear why people can't afford homes and college. The story goes back to the 1700s and a banker named Mayer Rothschild. And he made an amazing discovery that there was...
I can't stand when it does that, when you can't even see. Hold on, family. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see. Like, I gotta have my screen on dark. I guess I gotta have it on dark. Salaki, family. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see.
More wealth, lending money to governments. Most powerful banker in the world just died, and when you study his family, it becomes clear why people can't afford homes and college. The story goes back to the 1700s and a banker named Mayer Rothschild, and he made an amazing discovery that there was more wealth lending money to governments than individual people. And to stay with me, because this will explain why Gen Z can't afford anything. Rothschild would have 5 sons, who he would send to 5 different countries across Europe to start central banks: Germany, Austria, England, Italy, and France. And by the early 1800s, the Rothschild family was funding both sides of the Napoleonic Wars, which was the real World War I. And funding both sides of war become part of the business model. Well, Napoleon would be defeated at the Battle of Waterloo, and the Rothschilds had gotten the news before.
Hold on, wait a minute. He said that these elites But that's where they would make more of their money with the conflict of war. But we see certain situations of Russia doing that to Ukraine, Taiwan, America, this, and that. They made money off of that. George Soros, he makes money off of chaos. I don't know how he does it, but he makes money off of chaos that goes in a country or in the world. How does that happen? Uh, Everything that's bad for us to eat. Who invested? Who bought shares? Who invested in these corporations? Vanguard and BlackRock. McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Pepsi, Mountain Dew. What is it called? Maui Burst. Um, Facebook, YouTube, the media, JP, what, all them, not JP Morgan, but Vanguard and BlackRock, they all own shares. They invested into these businesses. Get it right, get it tight. And I sent people this other video where a lady was reading like a secret information about how the elites is how in these communities they pour out pollution to pollute us, where we always got to go to the doctors, we not healthy, and they basically uh break us down slowly without us knowing, and then by the time we get fixed, we'll be too late, we'll be fucked. That's wicked.
England won the war. Oh, they start selling off all their English war bonds, and they make sure everyone could see them do it. And when everyone saw the Rothschilds selling their bonds, they started to sell theirs. They assumed that the Rothschilds had information that England was going to lose
Wait,
the war.
again, a few weeks ago, all mad billionaires, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, so on. Now the high elite, you're not seeing them in the mix because it's another picture you're gonna see. Nathan Rothschild. He says the one that controls the bank controls the empire. So I don't care who's in office. I don't care what puppet that's in office, because the bank whoever controls the bank, whoever controls the money, controls the empire. You know what I'm saying? So you have to like really sit there and think on that. Let me back up a little.
Sure, everyone could see them do it. And
Right. So past few weeks ago, mad billionaires took money out the stock market. Really think about that. He just said what they just said about missiles. They took their money off. Everybody did it because they were watching the elites do it. And what did they do? They did the same thing they did to JP Morgan. They put that money right back on that thing, and everybody lost out on some damn money.
everyone saw the Rothschilds selling their bonds, they started to sell theirs. They assumed that the Rothschilds had information that England was going to lose the war. And when everyone started selling their war bonds, the Rothschilds bought them back for pennies on the dollar. And later that week, when everyone else found that England won the war, the Rothschilds basically owned the country. And as Nathan Rothschild said, "Give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes its laws." The business model had begun to
What?
get governments.
Hold on, Nathan Rothschild. Let's read what he said. Y'all might not be able to read it, but it's right here. It's right there. I said it in a few videos. It says, I care not what puppet is placed upon the throne of England, and America comes from England, to rule the empire on which the sun never sets. The man who controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the British money supply. That is very plain upon your singleton, right? And I'm gonna just get this verse and I'm gonna close out. I'm not about to give you too much. Just the little that we said, because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is in the mix, man. Because this is not my word. These is not my scriptures. These is my scriptures that the Lord has given us. Because I'm an Israelite, just like the other black Latinos and natives. But I'm just trying to be sure. I believe in the Lord. So I got to use my mouthpiece to let you know the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is real. He been visiting the earth, and shit about to hit this fan. And Lord willing, you don't get hit with it. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, you don't get hit with it. But this is Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, which is the children of Israel, and consulted against thy hidden ones, which is the children of Israel. And if you need to, you can go to Deuteronomy 24 and 17, Isaiah 11 and 4, and Jeremiah 22 and 16. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That helped them make Israel not a remembrance, so that they can sweep in and take our name. And that's, the Lord really did that. We have to earn our name back. And we're not going to be able to go downtown, hey, I'm this and this and that, I deserve this and this and that, because the real children of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the real Jews in the real northern kingdom, the real Israelites, we're going to take all the spoils that they took from us, just like in Egypt. Right now, we ain't getting that. You ain't getting that on your own. It's niggas, oh, we're doing a petition to the Pope, we're doing a petition to the government. Nigga, good luck with that. And don't take the MOTB. We just here to feed the sheep. That's it. That's it. Feed the sheep, apply it, and do it all over again. And walk as that example. Right? Verse 5. And they know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Why are they out of course? Is because now these wicked rulers, which we're about to read in the sixth verse, they're ruling the earth. They have it out of balance. You know? They have to rule the earth in a lie. And I keep hearing this by the apostles, by the brothers I labor with, like Shem Yahawah, he says this too. You know? In order to tell the lie, you must know the truth. Sit that in your head. Sit it in your head. In order to tell a lie, you must know the truth. Did you touch this cookie? No. But you got the cookies all in your teeth. You know the truth. You know? But of course, say if we didn't do it, we really didn't do it. We being honest. But it's crazy when you look in this world, somebody, they gonna always tell you the lie, because it's easy to look in these scriptures and then look around and, yeah, right. And it's the same with Yahawah. Don't let nobody tell you the Most High is real. Because just like Elisha, oh, my God is real. Okay, let's see what God is gonna answer by fire. You do your sacrifice, I'll wait. Nobody came, let me do mine. Fire came down quick. I'm not that powerful. I'm not fully equipped. In this time, the Lord is moving with us different, you know. So I believe, you know, if I am one of them children of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know, and he got it in my spirit to do better, the Lord will let it thunder. The Lord will let it thunder. It might not be right now, but the Lord is going to let it thunder tonight. I mean, Lord willing, I can hear it because I'm going to be in the house. I might be asleep. I don't know. But for anybody, wherever you at, I believe the Lord is going to thunder for you, so you can understand that Isaiah 29 and 6 is true. If an earthquake happened right now in my city, the Lord visit the earth. Regardless if I'm a 2/3 or a 1/3, the Lord visit the earth. When that MOTB come, even if I don't take it, or if the Lord got a different than I, the Lord is in the midst. This is the only true book in the earth. The only thing that can get you in the kingdom. I'm telling you, if it thunders today, the Lord visit the earth. There's a fire going on, the Lord visit the earth. If niggas is dropping bombs somewhere, the Lord is in the earth. He's visiting the earth. You understand, man? If they making a virus and it goes out somewhere, the Lord is visiting the earth. If a whole massacre of people get sick and a huge plague hit them, the Lord is visiting the earth. You know? Shit is about to change, and the Lord is showing his power, but it's going to be even greater than what it was in Egypt. Y'all, like, we forgot who we was. We forgot who our power was. Y'all need to go back to the basics. Y'all need to know about Egypt. You know? And those plagues is about to hit. Man, let me get one more. Let me get one more. Please let me get one more, family. Please let me get one more. I'm gonna go not to the classic. I'm gonna go to something that's going to eventually happen, right? This is 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they being to be shot into the ends of the world, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again. Until they come upon the earth. Right? And it's another thing. Whatever the Lord spoke of and he put into the prophets to prophesy, his word would not go in a void. His word would not go on a void. So if the Lord's saying through Isaiah, when thunder touch this earth, that means the Lord visit the earth. His word's not going to void. Because if it don't never thunder, then that means what he said is wrong. If war don't happen, that means what these brothers prophesied was wrong. But the Lord tell you, if it's war, he's in the midst. That's the spirit of the Lord, because he's a man of war. You know? If you're on fire for the Lord, that's not you. Unless you start teaching something new, something different, something to take people off their foot, something to boast you up that you got something new. Let alone if somebody that was planted in this first and they can watch what you saying and you saying something new and they notice that you not moving in the Rakak Kodash. You know? I'm telling you, man, when you go to sleep, that's the only time you might take something real serious in your life. When you sleep. But when you wake up, you have to know the season, the time, and the weather that don't exist without Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You know? So Lord willing, that was edifying. Lord willing, it was. And if it wasn't, that's okay. We're going to still get back in there. So with that, I'm going to just say shalom, shalom to the brothers and sisters. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on y'all and continue to have you held up in this faith. If not, till next time, shalom.